So you're creating that awareness at the top and you're trying to project the MLS brand. And you said you need to have, right? Of course, everybody in the organization can recite what that is. You're all singing from the same hymn book. So what is that? What is the MLS brand?
And before I answer that, and I will, I also want to make really clear, we're not a brand organization only, if that makes sense. We do have a conversion action that we optimize for, which is actually viewership. We want people to watch our matches across the league office. And we've got, which I'd love to talk to you about, a really strong handle on what creative and what investment in paid media and what use of our orchestrated own channels it takes to drive that viewership. We now have a great handle on that. So we can talk about that later. But I want to answer your question specifically on, well, what in the world is the MLS brand? So we spent, call it my first 6 months, really thinking about this. We did consumer market research, if I remember right, 3 to 4 rounds of it. Mm-hmm. We did a number of stakeholder interviews throughout the MLS ecosystem, club CMOs, owners, league office executives, people in the industry like partners and things like that. So consumer feedback, stakeholder feedback, and then a pretty robust competitive audit to say, listen, across sports and entertainment, which is really where we're competing for attention, how do others position themselves and where is there a gap in the market? I'm a consumer behavior nerd. And so we use a framework that Bain created in 2015 called the Bain Values Pyramid. And what they do is they lay out what are 30 universal elements of value that any B2C company could offer a consumer. We use that as a starting point in our work so that we weren't trying to reinvent the wheel and what could we be offering. And where we landed is that our primary brand value, the thing that people choose us for and the thing that we deliver on the best is about fun and entertainment. Full stop. That is what our product is for. And on top of that, we also are sort of the most inclusive and diverse league ever. So being welcoming is really important. Mm-hmm. Having forward momentum is really important. We found that consumers really like the idea that they're part of our history. They're making our history as we grow because we're a bit younger than the other leagues. And we stand for quality soccer. Right or wrong, people come here for the sport. And we've got quite a lot to offer there. So our brand is about fun and entertainment. We have those other elements of value that are around being welcoming and creating a culture of belonging, really high quality soccer, and growth and momentum as well.